Well, the Indianapolis-based National Collegiate Athletic Association announced last week that it is exploring the possibility of hosting both the Division I men's and women's tournaments, basketball tournaments, in the same city. A move that certainly could have implications for Indianapolis. Bill Benner has more in this week's Inside Indiana Sports. Bill.
Gary, thanks. The announcement comes on the heels of an in-depth gender equity study following the men's and women's tournaments held in Indy and San Antonio, respectively, this past spring. And joining us today to discuss where it all might lead is the NCAA Senior Vice President for Basketball, Dan Gavitt. And Dan, welcome back to the program, and thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Bill. Always great to be with you.
Well, and again, after the tournaments last year, both held in the same site, San Antonio, Indianapolis, some inequities were pointed out, and the NCAA went to work, and they've formed a gender equity study committee, and one of the recommendations would be to bring future Final Fours to the same city, which would be an extraordinary development. Just talk a little bit about who participated in that study and how it all came together.
We hired a law firm, Kaplan, Hecker, and Fink, to do the independent review of gender equity differences, and they provided a very extensive report that was released publicly into the NCAA membership back in early August, and we've been going through their recommendations and evaluating them, we being the NCAA membership, and have already made many changes they've recommended, and especially in planning for the 2022 Women's Basketball Championship, and continue to evaluate and assess other recommendations that would be more long-term, like the combined Final Four concept.
I was interested in the reaction from the Women's Basketball Coaches Association. Some were saying we prefer being at a standalone venue, and others obviously were saying bring it on, this would be a great thing for the women's sport. Generally, how would you characterize the reaction you've gotten so far, Dan?
Well, you know, Bill, this is not a new idea, a new concept to combine the Final Fours in the same city on the same weekend. It was very much considered back in 2014 as a result of a white paper that Big East Commissioner Val Ackerman wrote and recommended. It had champions back then, but not enough consensus to move forward with the idea. So it's a renewed interest. It is somewhat of a polarizing idea, though. There are those that feel very strongly on both sides of the issue that it could be great for both the women's and men's championships, and others that feel like having some independence for those events is a better outcome. So the basketball committees have been working on considering it. Announced last week they made the commitment to honor their commitment to the future Final Four hosts, which are awarded out through 2026 for both the women's and men's Final Fours. And if a combined Final Four is something that they want to explore, that it would happen sometime 27 or beyond. So the question is still up in the air. It hasn't been determined yet. I think they're working on what the goal would be now of a combined Final Four, to be very clear about the strategic goal of that idea. And then if it is embraced by the membership, we'd consider it in future years, 27 or beyond.
Well, Dan, as we wrap up, another of the interesting variables, and using Indianapolis as an example, if you bring both Final Fours in the same city, Lucas Oil Stadium for the men, perhaps Gainbridge Fieldhouse for the women, or perhaps both in the same venue, just if you would address that variable.
Sure, Bill. Well, I think it's more likely that we would use two different venues. The schedules are very challenging with team preparation, practice, and shoot-arounds and the like. And in order to make sure that the team experience is equitable and excellent for both women's and men's participants, it's more likely we would use a really great arena like Gainbridge Fieldhouse and a great stadium like Lucas Oil Stadium in the same city to provide that incredible experience, the equitable experience we would seek. Detail to be determined. It's a great question. We haven't really kind of come to that conclusion yet, but I'd say it's more likely that we would look in that situation to do that.
Well, Dan Gavitt of the NCAA, we certainly appreciate you coming on the program. It's a fascinating concept, and we eagerly await to see how it all unfolds, and we hope Indianapolis is part of it. Dan, great seeing you. Thanks.
Likewise. Thanks, Bill.
You got it. And Gary, back to you.